So the text of Mandukya Upanishad, the Shanti Mantra here is given, and Shanti Mantra means a chant called peace chant, which we chant to remove three kinds of suffering. Suffering caused by one's own body and mind, Adi Atmika, one's own self, and suffering caused by other living beings, Adi Bhautika, and suffering caused by natural forces, natural calamities, etc., Adi Daivika. So Adhyatmika, Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika, Dukkha. These are different types of sufferings. To be free from these sufferings, we chant Shanti Mantras, which are prayers taken from the Vedas. They are the prayers taken from the Vedas. So here we chant Shanti Mantra. So I will chant, and you, all of you, please repeat it. Okay, can you hear this?
Yes, Maharaj.
Yes.
So all of you, please repeat. Om
Om
Bhadram
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 Karnebhi
Karnevi
Shrunuyama
Shrunuyama
Deva
Deva
Bhadram
Bhadram
Pashyema
Pashyema
Akshabhihi
Akshabhi
Akshyabi
Yajatraha
Yajatraha
Stirairangaihi
Sthirairangai
Sthirairangehi
Stushtuvam
Tushtobam
Sastanubihi
Sastanuhi
Sastanubihi
Vyashema
Vyasema
Devahitam
Devahitam
Yadayuhu.
Yadayuhu.
This is the part of this particular Shanti Mantra which is given in the commentary of Shankaracharya on Mandukya Upanishad. But we find that there is some other portion also. So I will chant that portion and then you please repeat it. Swasti
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 na.
Na
Here this na is actually naha, but that visarga goes away when it comes in front of another word. So it is swasti naha.
Swasti Naha
Naha
Naha means us. Indro
Indro
vruddhashravaha
Vriddhasravaha
Buddhasravaha
swastina
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 pusha
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 vishwavedaha
Vishwavedaha
swasti nastarkshyo
Swasti Nasto
arishtanemihi
Arishtanemihi
swastino
Swastino
brihaspati
Brihaspati
Bruhaspate
dadhatu.
Dadhatu.
In Vedic mantras, there is a process by which you chant those mantras, and the notations of different notes are given in three ways. There are four kinds of notes. One is the regular note, and then there is this note which has a notation of one vertical dash on top of a letter. That is a note where you have to uh, go up, a tad up while reciting. Then there is a horizontal line below a letter, that is called Anudata, and then you come down a bit from the regular note, and there are two vertical lines on top of a letter. It is called Swarita, where you go up and then again up from the regular note. So Udata, Anudata, Swarita, and the regular thing. So this is how chanting is done in a particular notation. And if we chant this peace chant like that, how will it be chanted? I'm just going to chant it. You can listen. Om Bhadram Karneभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ॐ. So this is how it is chanted. Now we will see the meaning of this peace chant. First, we have this word Om. Now, Om is the first manifestation of ignorance. Even before anything comes because of ignorance, first manifestation is this Om, which is also called as Pranava. It is made out of three letters or three sounds: A, U, and A, U, and Ma. Aum. And that is why in some places in the Roman script it is written as AUM. And it encompasses in itself all words possible in any language. People who know semantics know that it is impossible to have any word in any language without using one of these letters, either A, U, or And that is how it becomes Om. So it represents the whole universe. And then Bhadram. Bhadram means auspicious or good. So here the idea is the word Shrunuyama, Devaha. So Devaha is a addressing of gods, Sambodhana. You are calling gods. You are saying, O gods, Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama. Shrunuyama means let us listen. Let us hear. May we hear. What? Bhadram. Karnebhi Bhadram Shrunuyama. O gods, Devaha, O Devaha, Karnebihi Bhadram Shrunuyama. Let us hear good things or auspicious things, positive things through our ears. Karnebihi, ears. Bhadram, good, auspicious. Shrunuyama, let us hear. May we hear. And Akshabihi, Bhadram Pashyema. Let us see auspicious things or good things through our eyes. So then again they say Yajatraha. Yajatraha means what? Yajatraha means, again it is a way to address gods. Yajatraha means to whom different sacrifices are directed. So yaja means this here, it means yajna. So yajatra means those people who get the offerings of the yajna or sacrifices, Vedic sacrifices. That means different gods. So, O yajatraha, O gods, let our eyes see good things or auspicious things. Then sthirairangaihi tushtuvagum sastanubihi. So let us sthirairangaihi, with anga means limbs or different parts of the body, which are sthira. Sthira means which are in proper condition, which are stable. So let us with proper limbs, proper parts of the body, that is healthy body, tushtuvagum, let us be content and let us be healthy and let us be satisfied, and sastanubihi, let us praise the highest reality or highest God. So having our body in proper condition and having contentment, satisfaction, let us praise God. That means let us be worshipful of, respectful of the ultimate reality. Then vyashema deva hitam yadayuhu. Let us yadayuhu deva hitam vyashema. Whatever yadayuhu, whatever is our period of life, whatever years, however number of years we will live, our allotted time of years in this birth, then let us vyashema devahitam, let us be devahitam, let us strive to be towards God or to be having a beloved position of God. Means let us be favored by God. That is the idea. So we should be in such a, our activities should be in such a condition that we should be favored by God. That means we should not do something which is not, which takes away from God, which takes us away from God. We should not do something which takes us away from God. That is the idea. So let God be pleased, gods be pleased with us, means why will they be pleased with you? Unless you do something which is noble, unless you do something which is spiritual, they will not be pleased with you. So the idea is, let us do something, or let us conduct ourselves in a way that will be taking us towards God. Then swasti naha indro vriddhashravaha. So vriddhashravaha, swasti na, let us, swasti means well-being, let us be given well-being, let us be given welfare. By who? Indra. Indra is mythologically known to be the king of gods. So Indra, who is what? Vriddha Shravaha, who is, whose Shrava or wisdom is Vriddha, is great. Vriddha generally is used in the sense of old, but here his knowledge is great. So he has old knowledge, means he has great knowledge. Vriddha Shravaha. Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha. So Pushan means sun, the sun god, or Poshana comes from the same root, which means nourishment. So the person who nourishes, without sun nothing can stay in this world. You need that nourishment. So may Pushan, that is energy. So may Pusha or sun god, who is Vishwavedaha, who has Vishwa means universe, and Vedaha means knows. So who has the knowledge of the entire universe means he has great knowledge. So that person, may that person also give us swasti, well-being, welfare. Then may swastinah tarkshyo, tarkshya. Tarkshya bird, is a bird, or it's like a thunderbolt. So how is that thunderbolt? Uh, Says that arishta nemihi. So ari ishta nemihi. All that whatever misfortunes come to us, ishta nemi, to that let this tarkshya be like ari, like a enemy. So let it protect us from our misfortunes, our sufferings. So it will be a suffering to, it will be an enemy to our sufferings. That means it will protect us from our suffering. So this tarkshya, it will protect us from suffering, and it will give us, by protecting us from suffering, it will give us swasti, well-being. That is the idea. Then swasti no Brihaspatir dadatu. So Brihaspati, who is considered to be the guru of the devas, so let this Brihaspati, guru of the devas, the guru of asuras is Shukracharya, and the guru of devas is Brihaspati. So let Brihaspati give us dadatu, may he grant us swasti. So we are praying to all these people for getting well-being, so that we see only good, we hear only good, and we do only good, and we are content in our life. And all these people, all the powers that may be, they grant us well-being. And Om Shanti, let us be free from all the sufferings caused by natural forces. Om Shanti, let us be free from all the sufferings caused by living beings, other living beings. Om Shanti, let us be free from all the sufferings caused by our own mind and body. This is the idea. Now we go to another prayer which we find in the commentary of Shankaracharya on Mandukya Upanishad. What is this prayer? I will read the original in Sanskrit and give you the translation. So the prayer is simple. Pragyananshu pratanaihi sthirachara nikara vyapibhir vyapya lokan bhuktva bhogan sthavishtan punarapi dishanod bhasitan kamajanyan पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुर भुङ्मायया भोजयन्नो माया संख्या तुरीयं परम अमृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि यो विश्वात्मा विदिज विषयान् प्राश्य भोगांस्थविष्टान् पश्चाश्च अन्यान् स्वमति विभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वान् एतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगत गुणगणः पात्वसौ न स्तुरीयः. Says pragyana amshu pratanaihi. Pragyana amshu pratanaihi sthira chara nikara vyapibhir vyapya lokan bhuktva bhogan sthavishtan punarapi dishanod bhasitan kamajanyan. So he is saying that Brahma yat tan tat natosmi. Brahma, Brahman, the ultimate reality. Yat, what it is, or that Brahman. Yat, Brahma, tat natosmi. That I bow down to. So this is in the end. of the first stanza. Yat Brahma, that Brahman, which is so and so, or like this, that Brahman I bow down to. Natosmi means I bow down to. Natah Asmi, I bow down to. This is being told here. And what kind of Brahman is that? Pragyana Amshu Pratanaihi. So it is a Brahman which through the Pratana, or through the rays of its Pragyana Amshu, it is its consciousness. So this Brahman is fully consciousness absolute, and it through its rays of consciousness. This is a kind of imagery so that we understand, or just to explain, because Brahman, there is no form, there can be no rays, etc. It is a way to just explain things to us. So Pragyana Amshu Pratanaihi. So Anshu of that Pragyana Pratanaihi, through the spreading of the rays of that Pragyana, means consciousness. Sthira Chara Nikara Vyapi Bhir Vyapya Lokan. And that it is Vyapi Bihi. It is spreading through everything. To what? Vyapi Bihi, various variety of. What is the variety? Sthira, immovable, and Chara, movable. Nikara Vyapi Bihi, the entire variety of this universe containing of Sthira, immovable, and Chara, movable objects. Vyapya Lokan. So this whole universe is Vyapya, is pervaded by this Pragyana Amshu, by the rays or by the glory of this consciousness. And by that such pervading of this consciousness, what happens? Bhuktva. No, Bhuktva Bhogan. So in the waking state, you see, in the waking state, you, through this consciousness, this Brahman is taking the form of Prajna. Prajna. It is taking the form of Prajna. And in the waking state, it is enjoying things. Bhuktva, having enjoyed. Bhogan, and different experiences it is enjoying. Sthavishtan, and it is enjoying all these experiences of gross objects. It is enjoying. And after that enjoyment of these gross objects, what happens? It is digesting that enjoyment, and then for the manner of speaking, it is being said that it is digesting. And Dishanod Bhasitan Kamajanyan, and all these Bhasitan Kamajanyan, whatever has been created by desires, Kamajanyan means created by desires, that is brought to existence, that is Udbhasita, that is actually created by the mind. It is created by the mind. So in waking state, this particular consciousness, the rays of consciousness, which is pervading movable and immovable objects of the world, and the variety of objects in the world, in the universe, that is doing enjoyment or experiences of different kinds of enjoyment. And in a manner of speaking, it is digesting, say, these enjoyments, and then it is experiencing all things which are created by desires. Where does this experience come? In the waking state, it is experiencing objects, but in the dream state, it is experiencing things which are created by the mind. Because in dream there is nothing, everything is created by the mind. Kamajanyan, which are created by desires. You suddenly are sitting in one place and suddenly you go to some place. You go to United Nations and you are giving a lecture there. Hmm. And some person is thinking that I will do something to some person, and then in night they go and they are fighting with this person. In waking state they have no courage to even talk to that person. All these things, kama janyan, whatever you have, different kinds of ideas or desires in your waking state, they have an impression left on the mind, and in the dream state you live through those experiences. You go and you see all these things which never happen. It is all your imagination, and you live through that. So that is kamajanyan. So this is the dream state and waking state. Now Mandukya Upanishad is a treatise, a masterpiece, where the Upanishad explains the three states of consciousness and also the true state of our personality beyond these three states of consciousness: Jagrat, waking state; Swapna, dream state; and Sushupti, deep sleep state. And our true nature is Turiya, which is beyond these three states. The fourth state, the real state of our personality, the Atman, that is discussed in Mandukya Upanishad. And Shankaracharya befittingly is giving this invocation, bringing here the characteristics of different states of consciousness. Mandukya Upanishad, incidentally, has also been researched by various psychologists and neurologists, neuroscientists across the world. And there have been wonderful books and works on the analysis of three states of consciousness based on what is written in the Mandukya Upanishad. So it is only befitting that Shankaracharya starts his commentary on this Upanishad by this kind of an invocation. Then he says, Pitva sarvan visheshan swapiti. So swapiti means in dream. Pitva sarvan visheshan. So the mind enjoys it gets all kinds of different kinds of experiences. It observes and parama amritam ajam, oh sorry, swapiti madhura bhung mayaya. So it enjoys. How does it enjoy? It enjoys by kamajanyan in dream. It enjoys by things produced by your desires. Then madhura bhung mayaya bhojayanno maya sankhya turiyam. Now before that, in deep sleep, what happens? The same Brahman, because of ignorance, you perceive it to be something which is sleeping, something which is dreaming, and something which is waking. But actually, there is no different states. There is only one Brahman, which is consciousness absolute, existence absolute, and knowledge absolute. That is what is being told by Shankaracharya here when he says that Brahman, which because of this kind of ignorance experiences things in the gross form in waking state, and that same Brahman experiences things which are produced by desires in the dreaming state. And madhura bhung mayaya bhojayanno. So yet nah, which bhojayanno, which experiences madhura bhung, which experiences sweet, enjoys sleep, bliss, in sweet bliss, in deep sleep. In deep sleep. So when somebody has a deep sleep, they feel that I had such a wonderful sleep. I have, I slept very nicely. I slept very happily. So that deep sleep is there. Deep sleep is being enjoyed there, and that gives you a kind of sweet feeling. And that also is what is there in that state of deep sleep. Only ignorance is there. Ignorance is there. Maya is there. Maya is there, which is ignorance, is there. So This is there which Maya Sankhya. It is called Maya. The bliss also is called Maya in the deep sleep. But Turiyam Paramam Amritam Ajam. But actually, the fourth state is the true state or the real nature of Brahman. What is it? Paramam. It is supreme. It is Amritam. It is immortal. It does not destroy or it does not die. And it is Ajam. It is birthless. It is birthless. It is changeless. So that Brahman, I salute. Yat tan tat natosmi. Then he says, Yo Vishwatma Vidija Vishayan Prashya Bhogan Sthavishtan. So that Turiya, Naha Turiya, he ends this stanza like this, Naha Turiya. So that Turiya, the Turiya, which is our true state, that what does it do? Through Maya or through ignorance, because of ignorance, Vishwatma, it gets identified itself with the entire universe. And Vidija Vishayan Prashya, and it experiences Vishayan, gross objects of enjoyment. It experiences Vishayan, sense objects. It experiences Prashya, how? Bhogan Stavishtan. It experiences it through all these enjoyment, through ignorance, etc., etc. That same thing, that same in waking state that Turiya enjoys gross objects, the same Turiya, because of ignorance and Maya, Paschat cha anyan swamati vibhavan jyotisha svena sukshma. That same thing, swamati vibhavan jyotisha, by a light which is provided by itself, enlightened by its own light. So in waking state we see that there is light in tube light and all that different kind of floodlight and CFL or whatever lighting you use, you see. But when you close your eyes and you sleep, still there is also light is there. Where from this light comes? In various scriptures it has been told that it comes from your own Atman. So this Turiya, it gives light and it creates Sukshman, Svena Vibhavan Jyotisha. By its own power it creates light and it creates Sukshman, all these kinds of subtle objects, objects of enjoyments. Object of enjoyment, objects of enjoyment, it creates Vibhava. It creates, and there is a great variety of such enjoyment which is created in the dream state. Sarvan etan punarapi. And then again, etan punarapi shanaihi swatmani sthapayitva. What happens? Everything is also withdrawn into, all objects are withdrawn into swatmani, into oneself. It is withdrawn, they are withdrawn to oneself, and then there is, that is deep sleep. So in deep sleep, dreamless sleep, you don't have any dream, you don't have anything, you just have the experience of I. And then when you get up, you say, I had a good sleep. So that there everything is drawn back to oneself. And then hitva sarvan visheshan vigata gunaganaha. Then all differences and distinctions are hitva, given up, and you patu asau, you become one with Turiya. That is your true nature. So even while we are ignorant, even while we have not understood our true nature, we have this experience of waking, dream, and sleep. And what happens in these experiences? From waking, our mind goes to the dream state, when the object of enjoyment is gross in waking state, and it becomes subtle in dream state, and we lose all proportion of time and space in dream state, and also causality is lost in dream state. So you have no time. You sleep for say 5 minutes and you have had dreams of 2 hours, 3 hours, etc. You attended some great event and you met your great celebrity actor and all that, and all these things happened in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You slept and it happened. Why? Because there is no sense of time there, and then there is no sense of space also. You're suddenly sitting in one place and immediately the next second or the next moment you find yourself in some other place thousands of miles away, and there is no causality also. In dream, it is not necessary that the chicken will be brought out of an egg. Anything can happen in dream. There is no causality. So all these limitations of cause, if time, space and causation, we transcend in the dream state. And in the deep sleep state, there is nothing. There is no contact with sense objects. There is no indriya vyapara. There is no business or no transaction of the sense organs. And already, gradually, every day, we do this process of going from the waking to the dreamless state. But we do it unknowingly. And if we are careful, then we can trace it and we can concentrate on that particular thing which is remaining when there is nothing to hold on to in the dreamless state, sushupti. And so we can also have an inkling of what it would be like to understand our true nature, that is Brahman. Any questions?
Yes, Maharaj. I couldn't understand, like when you are saying that in a sushupti, when in deep sleep, there is only ignorance. So
Yes.
I couldn't understand how it will be ignorance, because we are not we are not feeling anything other than that we slept.
Yeah, so ignorance because you come back. There is ignorance because we come back. If there were no ignorance, then when we will come back, we will become enlightened. You see, the
Oh,
ignorance is in the form of I slept. So this I is the ignorance there. I slept happily. Sukham swapswami. That is the Sanskrit word. So I slept happily, enjoyed nice sleep. So this I is the manifestation of ignorance. If we did not have this, then a person goes into dreamless sleep and then comes back and sees the whole world as a mass of consciousness. That does not happen. Then if that were happening, then we don't need any spiritual practices. All we need to do is go to deep sleep. Then after deep sleep, everyone will come and then say, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahma. But that doesn't happen. So you go into deep sleep and you come out and then you see that there is no tea, then you get angry. So that is what happens. So that is how we know that it is ignorance is there. Only ignorance remains because you go to sleep, and if you are a donkey when you went to sleep, you come out as equally a donkey after the sleep. Hmm?
got it. Thank you.
Any other question? I talked about sleep so much, I guess everyone has been inspired to go asleep. No questions?
No questions.
No question.
Okay. So nobody has any question. So, okay. So how many of you have got this idea that when you were seeing, having some dream, then you thought, oh, it's only a dream. Such an experience.
It never happened, Maharaj. We don't know whether it is a reality or it's a dream.
Hmm. Anybody else had a dream when in the dream, while dreaming, you understood that it is a dream? Nobody?
Yeah,
No.
it happened. It happened to me a few times, and those are like amazing. They're the best.
Yeah, sometimes like it happened with me that when something very bad is happening in the dream, I tried to think, is this a dream? And then when I found out that it's a dream, and then after a few moments only I woke up. So it was funny.
No, but then I think you do that even in waking state. No, something bad happens, then you think that is it a dream. Don't you do that?
No, it doesn't come so like, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that is many people when you suppose somebody is told now that you have got 5 crore rupees in lottery, uh, so they will pinch themselves and say sapna to nahi dekh raha hu, etc.
That is
So
a good thing, no? I'm talking about
yeah,
bad.
good thing and bad things for everything people do that.
In Dream Maharaj, most of the time I am playing in a hero role. So most of the gundas and like bad people, I'm killing them and horrible. Like,
I
and
think
I'm also
you
sometimes
have
also flying one place to another place. I
yeah,
can
I
fly.
think you have had more than your share of Superman, Batman, and Bollywood movies.
Yes.
So you're doing all right.
Actually, when I realize that I'm dreaming, I don't want to go back. Like I'm just begging for the dream not to end and for me not to wake up from the dream.
Hmm. Is your life
But
so
then
bad?
no, but the dream usually is so like it has a different feel to it, and I sort of know that I'm somewhere else. I'm not in the reality that we are now, and somehow it just I don't want to go back, but then I wake up very soon after, even though I'm trying to stay asleep. I wake up.
Hmm. So all of you have watched this Inception, is it not?
Yeah, not completely. I watched like ha- half half of that movie, Inception, but very good.
Hmm.
Maharaj, one thing I would like to know, like most of the time, I, I found myself like I started dreaming on something, and then I wake up for washroom call, and I did, and I slept, I just begin where I end and previously. How it happens, like
There can be various reasons. Two reasons I can understand now. One comes to my mind. One is
uh,
it is simply that the dream, your mind wants to hold on to the dream, and those dreams, as you said, are mostly dreams based on a pattern that you are flying or you are doing good, you are reducing evil from society, etc. So your mind is already wanting to see some kind of dream or some kind of thing. So it is holding on to that. And so that is why you leave from where you left. You continue from where you left. But I think the other and more possible reason is you may be watching more mega serials, I think. That is what it is.
no, Maharaj, I'm not like interested in. I was not interested any time in the serials and all.
Anyway, that was in fun.
Oh,
So mega serial, first 5 minutes they spend in telling you what the last episode was, and the last 5 minutes they spend in telling you what the next episode will be, etc. Mm. So Papi is not there today.
yes, she's always silent until someone poke.
Has it got anything to do with you, like the silence?
No,
No, no, I'm asking Byomke. She is silent. Is it because of your presence? She is silent or what?
no. She's like that, like her normal uh, attitude like this.
Okay, so I guess then no one has any questions. Vishwajit, anything?
No one has no question, but I want to share one experience. What you told about that all the dreams are the experience of the or the creation of your mind. whatever experiences your mind is creating, you will see those in the dreams. Recently, I wanted to share one incident what happened with me. Like 8 months ago, I lost my mother, so I never thought of her anytime. But one night, like it happened 2 weeks before, one night I was thinking of her. Then suddenly on that night, I saw her in my dream. So that is what I can correlate the one what you said. Like all our dreams are the experience of our mind, which has been created by our mind.
Okay. So, but if you think of God, you see, you have that God experience in dream. If that were happening, that would have been nice. But I think that doesn't happen. No? So some
Yeah,
things
the
are
thing
easily
is,
available, some things are not easily available.
but Maharaj, the thing is like, even though I know she is not there, but I did not realize that I'm in my dream.
No,
So
I'm
that,
I'm talking about God. Yeah, what you said was okay. That is correct. I'm talking about God. Suppose someone wants to realize God, and that doesn't happen in dream. No? That is what I said.
yeah, that was the biggest surprise. Even though we know that, we think it will come to our dream. Even if we think about God, but I never saw God in my dream. Is that something wrong, or we are
No, no, no.
too
It is
fast?
not. It is not wrong. It is only that it is much more difficult to get that kind of a thing. It is easier to see people and objects, but it is difficult to get that kind of experience. Just by thinking that I will realize God, you cannot see it in dream, because that needs lot of work of cleansing our mind and all that, purification of mind and all that. Okay, so we will close it here. Next week we will start from. Yeah, anybody wants to tell anything?
Maharaj, one more question.
Yes.
Yeah, whenever like if anyone seeing in dream like Jesus came and giving instruction to someone,
Mm.
so will it be some instruction? It may be anything. So will it be still in dreaming like dream, or there is no reality on it?
Any kind of spiritual experience, whether in waking state or in dream state or half dreaming state or meditation, etc., etc.,
Uh,
all these things are true only if you have no doubts about them. The test to find out whether they are true or not is to see whether you doubt this experience or not. If you have no doubt, you are completely convinced, then it is true. But if you feel that there is some doubt, then it is not completely true. And seeing the image of God or Guru or even other people, that is not, mostly it is not just a spiritual experience. It is just that you think of them and you see. So many people see different kinds of gods and goddesses in their dreams. That is not exactly a spiritual experience, because after that you don't get any kind of transformation in your life. So spiritual experiences will always transform. So you see this, and then you just like you see different photographs, you see this and then you are doing exactly what you were doing earlier. That is not a spiritual experience.
okay, but how we will differentiate that? See, most of the time when we see
Yeah, that is the way to differentiate is, do you have any transformation in your character,
character. Okay.
or the way, are you convinced that it is a true experience? Both are the same thing. So if you are convinced that it is a true experience, then without doubt, means it is not for showing other people, but in your heart of heart, don't you have any doubt that it is a true experience? Then it is true experience, and then there will be a transformation also in your character. But if it is not like that, then it is just a dream. You should not give more importance to that.
Okay.
Maharaj, I have one question.
Mm. Tell me.
So
Ask.
yeah. So like you have said, there are different states, right? One is we are awake, and then we are in dream, and then the deep sleep mode.
Mm.
So like, is there anything like if we are in dream state, that means our mind is not calm, and if we are in deep sleep mode, that means our mind is calm. because sometimes like when we go when you think from general perspective, it's like if I have thought something very intensely or something, then it will come in my dream. Or if I am sleeping just in my deep sleep mode, that means like my mind is very calm and I'm having a good sleep. Is it really related to that, or all three of them are just a part of our everyday's day, every day?
Uh, I will tell you how it works. In the waking state, we have our gross body. Okay. We
Okay.
have our gross body means the body with all the limbs, hands, eyes, etc. we have. In the sleeping state, we don't have the gross body. Sthula Sharira does not exist in gross sleeping state. That is dreaming state. In dream, we don't have our gross body. We have only our subtle body. What is subtle body? Subtle body has got mind, ego, mano, chitta, ahankara, and buddhi and intellect. So four things are there. This is subtle body. We have all these four things. Mind is there in dream. Mind is there, mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, chitta. So this ego is there, and then this is there. All these things are there. So this is called Sukshma Sharira. So in the dream state, Sukshma Sharira is there, subtle body is there. So mind is there, and mind, that is why we don't need time space is not working for us, because there is no body, no physical body is not there. So we can easily go to any place, do anything we want. There may be Everest, we can immediately go out on the top of Everest, and if we want to lift some 1,000 kgs, we can immediately lift and all, because there is no stula, gross things don't work in the dream state.
Mm.
And in deep sleep state, there is no sukshma sharira, there is no sthula sharira, there is no gross body, there is no subtle body. All that is only karana sharira, that is ignorance. So mind does not exist in deep sleep state. Mind dies. Mind is not there. And when mind is not there, it is not that mind is there and it is calm. The mind itself is not there. There is no mind in deep sleep state. Or to put
Oh,
it in a funnier way, you become mindless there. You become mindless and thoughtless. So there is no thought, because mind, without mind, how thought can be? So always deep sleep state is only this karana sharira is there. That means only ignorance is there. Nothing else is there. That is why nothing can happen there, because nothing is there with which something can happen. So in dream, you have different types of dreams that will, because you see, dream is a manifestation of your desires. So depending upon what kind of desire is being manifested, or what kind of fear is desire, we see desire only as good, but desire is bad also. Fear is also a desire.
mm.
Fear is also a desire. You are afraid that something will happen. So that is also in one way it is a desire, that you think that this should happen. See, so that thing, if what you desire is good, your mind will be calm, happy. What you desire is very not good, or it is disturbing, then your mind will be disturbing. Suppose in dream you see something which is disturbing, then your mind will become agitated. So mind calm or being agitated, whatever is that, happens only in the dream state. It can never happen in deep sleep state, because mind itself is not there.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, so today we end this here, and tomorrow we will again, sorry, next week we will again continue. Next week there will be no class. Next week there will be no class, because there is a conference here which I have to attend. So next week there will be no class, uh,
Okay.
and after that, that is on 19th, we will have the next class. 19th, no? What is the date?
20th.
20th.
20.
20th. 20th we will have the next class, and then we will continue this
Good.
Mandukya Upanishad. Okay.
Maharaj, I
Okay.
will be not there on 28th. I'll be going out on that day.
Okay. It will be recorded. All the lectures are
Okay.
being recorded, so you can listen to it. The previous week also has been recorded. I will upload mostly today, and you can listen. Okay.
Okay, Maharaj.
Both of these lectures will be uploading today, Maharaj?
Yeah, I
Today and
think,
last week?
yeah, I will do.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
thanks.
Namaste,
Thank
namaste.
Namaste, Maharaj.
Oh, another thing. Oh, on 20th we have spiritual retreat here. So
Oh,
yes, so
right.
there we will not be having classes on 20th also, and then I am going out. So okay, so now for some time there will be no class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because yes, because you see, 20th is spiritual retreat is there, and then 27th I will be out. I'm
Yeah.
going to
Krishna.
Kerala, and then again third we can have. Yes, third we can have.
3rd of April. Yeah.
Next month. Okay.
Next month.
Third we can have, and then fourth again I will go, and 10th I will be coming back. So 10th it will not be there. Then 17th we will have. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So even when there is no class, what you can do is you can go through these recordings, and you can revise things, and you can think about. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Maharaj.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Namaste, Maharaj.